looking to get into a rental property and you're wondering how you can be the successful applicant for that rental property, then I'm here with Joanne Danckwardt of One Agency JD Property Agents in Fairy Meadow. So Joanne, how do you become the successful applicant? What are you looking for, I guess, and what is the landlord looking for when it comes to selecting the person that they want to live in their property?
Okay, so it's really interesting because there's always more than one thing. So it's not just about affordability. Mm-hmm. It's actually understanding whether this property meets the needs of the tenant and as well as the landlord. Mm-hmm. And ultimately it's the landlord that makes the decision on who they want to have in the property. But when we get an application, one of the biggest things I can say to anybody out there is to make sure that you have everything, and I mean everything, submitted at the one time. So when you're putting in your application, don't think, oh, I'm just going to send the application and not the supporting documents, because basically you get a big cross against you at the very beginning for that. So you've got to have all your documentation submitted, and it needs to be up to date. Mm-hmm. If you can't get that right at the very beginning, then you're basically shooting yourself in the foot before you even start. Yeah. So very, very important. Have everything to the property manager so that they can assess it, and they can assess it once and they're not having to go backwards and forwards all the time. You have to make sure that you have all the supporting documents. So don't think for a minute that you can't supply some of the vital information that they require. So they will want to see your rental ledger from previous places that you've had. They will want to see bank statements. Mm-hmm. They will want to have all your references, need to have all the details, personal and business references as well. So the more information that you can supply, the more successful you will be. And if there's multiple people going in, that information has to be there for all of you, not just for one person, but for everybody. Mm-hmm. So that's probably the most crucial thing. Also, be a good person. Be somebody that people want to deal with, because the easier that you make it with the application, it's an indication that you are organised and that you'd possibly be a good person to have into a property because you're organised and all sorted. So they're kind of like the key things to know. And then at the end of the day, it's really up to the owners. So we often present an owner with a couple of applicants. You can't go through 20 applications. So that's where if people haven't provided the information that they should, where you'll be put to the back of the pile. It'll be the ones that are organised and have all their ducks in a row and can be assessed quickly, that will get the attention. And on that, I would really say that if you're very keen on a particular property, it's super important to keep in contact with the property manager. Make yourself known to the property manager at the open, mm-hmm. as well as later on. It doesn't hurt, particularly if you want to have attention.
No, that's good. Well, look, if you've got any questions about how you can be a successful applicant for your next rental property, please get in contact with Joanne here at One Agency JD Property Agents. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.